Hello everybody, and a happy early Easter. Courtney here with today's craft. We will be making a bunny out of a toilet paper roll. But before we get started, I want to let you know how you can enter to win a Easter basket full of goodies. What we're doing this week is we're asking people to decorate their sidewalk, windows, and driveway with a positive Easter message. And then you can enter at frcsiouxfalls.com into the drawing for the Easter basket. Also this week, on Thursday and Friday, church staff will be delivering Easter goodies to all the different households. Keep an eye out for them. So what we're going to need for the craft today is an empty toilet paper roll, some construction paper to decorate, some glue. You can use liquid glue or glue stick. I suggest using glue stick. It just makes things a little easier. A pencil, a scissors, and whatever you want to use to decorate. I ended up using crayons and a pom-pom. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started on our rabbit toilet paper roll. So first thing I'm going to do is take the toilet paper roll and line it along the bottom of our piece of paper and use a pencil to draw some lines of where we want to cut. So I'm just going to put a little line right at where the top of the toilet paper roll is to give me a guide of where I need to cut the paper, because we don't need all this extra paper on top. And I found that doing this before we wrap the toilet paper roll is a lot easier. So once I have my lines that go across here, I'm just going to go ahead and cut along those. And then make sure you set your piece of paper aside because we can use it to add ears to our bunny. And then before I glue this paper on, I'm going to loosely wrap it around the toilet paper roll so we know how much paper we need to wrap around. I like to give myself a little bit of extra paper, so I kind of roll it just a couple inches extra. And then again, we're going to make our line with our pencil, unroll it, and then cut along that line. And we'll set that piece of paper aside. And then I'm going to take my glue, and you can use a glue stick, or if you want to use regular glue, and just cover my piece of paper with glue. If you're using a glue stick, it's a little bit easier to make sure you get all the way to the edges. And make sure you cover your whole piece of paper with plenty of glue. And remember, if you're using liquid glue, you do need to cover it, but don't go crazy with it because liquid glue takes some time to dry. That's why I prefer to use a glue stick. And I really want to make sure these edges are covered so they don't pop up after I roll it onto the toilet paper roll. Now that I've covered my piece of paper with glue, I'm going to take the toilet paper roll and line it up with both edges and press down really firmly. And then holding the piece of paper with my thumbs, I'm going to roll it along the glue. Make sure you just hold the piece of paper nice and firm. The nice thing with glue, it's not dry quite yet, so I can slide the paper around if I need to adjust. And then I'm going to press really firmly on the seam we made. If you want to, you can put some tape along the seam to make sure it stays down, or some extra glue. But I think we had enough from our glue stick. And I like to just press it down to make sure the paper sticks. And then I'm going to set that aside because next thing I want to do is make the ears for the bunny. So I'm going to take the smaller piece of paper I had, and using my pencil, I'm going to sketch some ears. And we're going to make some nice, tall ears. And then a little trick of mine is to fold the paper in half before you cut the ear out, because then we'll have matching ears and we don't have to draw two different ones. So I'm going to use my scissors to cut along the ear here. And now we have two rabbit ears. And I think I'm going to decorate a little bit, so I'm going to grab a crayon Let's go with a blue color for the ear. So I'm just going to color the inside of the ear. You can be creative with however you want to decorate this. You can use crayons, paint, colored pencils, markers, whatever you want to use. Just want to give some color to our rabbit ears. And then while I have my crayon, I think I'm going to draw a little face onto my rabbit. So let's give it some eyes here. And then a little mouth. I'm going to draw a little nose on there too. So now we've got a face for our rabbit and some ears. And then I'm going to take my glue stick here and put some glue on the very bottom of the ears here. It's just some glue on the bottom for both of them. And the next step is pretty easy. We're gonna take our toilet paper roll, and on the inside top, we're gonna press down firmly for one ear. We're gonna do the same right next to it for the other ear. So we got our 2 ears for our rabbit. And then from there you can go and decorate it however you want. If you want to make your rabbit be polka dotted or any other colors, it'd be fun. I think my rabbit is missing one thing though. I think I'm gonna give it a bushy tail. I have a couple tail option here. I've got a large tail that looks a little big for my rabbit. I got a little small guy, that could work. But I think I'm gonna go with the medium tail. So I'm just going to put plenty of glue on my pom-pom and stick it on the back of the rabbit here. And there we go. We've got a finished bunny. We just need to let it dry. So don't forget, you can be creative with the animals you make. You can even make an octopus, maybe an elephant, or have fun making a shark. And also, remember to enter the contest for the Easter basket full of goodies. Information can be found on frcsiouxfalls.com. Have an excellent week, and I'll see you next week with another craft. Don't forget to wash your hands.